Have you ever looked at someone and wondered if they're the one God chose for you? It's one of the most important questions you'll ever ask, and the Bible has profound wisdom to guide you through this journey. Let's be honest. In a world of dating apps and endless options, knowing God's will for your love life feels overwhelming. But here's the beautiful truth. God cares deeply about who you marry. He's not playing hide and seek with your future spouse. He wants to guide you even more than you want to be guided. Let's look at one of Scripture's most romantic stories. In Genesis chapter 24, Abraham sends his servant to find a wife for his son Isaac. The servant prays a specific prayer, asking God for a clear sign. He asks that the right woman would offer water not just to him, but to all his camels too. That's about 10 camels drinking roughly 25 gallons each. It's no small task. Then Rebekah appears. Before the servant even finishes praying, she does exactly what he asked. The servant bows down and worships God right there. He recognizes God's hand in this divine appointment. Notice something crucial here. He prayed, he watched, and he recognized God's answer. But here's what makes this story powerful for us today. The servant didn't just rely on feelings or physical attraction. He looked for character. Rebekah demonstrated kindness, generosity, and a servant's heart. She worked hard without being asked. These qualities revealed who she truly was. Now let's talk about Ruth and Boaz in the book of Ruth. Ruth is a widow, a foreigner, and she's poor. By ancient standards, her prospects look bleak, but she makes a choice that changes everything. She commits to following God, telling her mother-in-law Naomi, "Your people will be my people, and your God my God." Ruth doesn't chase after young men or compromise her integrity. Instead, she works hard in the fields, caring for Naomi. Boaz notices her character before her beauty. He's heard about her loyalty, her faith, and her sacrifice. When they eventually marry, it's not just romance. It's a union built on shared faith and mutual respect. Here's the pattern emerging. God's choice involves character, faith, and divine timing. It's not about finding someone perfect. It's about finding someone pursuing God wholeheartedly. Proverbs 31 verse 30 tells us that charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a person who fears the Lord is to be praised. This wisdom applies whether you're a man seeking a wife or a woman seeking a husband. Godly character outlasts every superficial quality. So how do you actually know if someone is God's choice? First, they must share your faith. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14 warns against being unequally yoked with unbelievers. This isn't about being judgmental. It's about recognizing that marriage requires spiritual unity. You can't build a God-honoring home with someone running in the opposite direction. Second, examine their character over time. Do they display the fruit of the Spirit? Galatians chapter 5 lists these: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Anyone can act nice on a date. Character reveals itself in everyday moments and under pressure. Third, seek godly counsel. Proverbs 15 verse 22 says plans fail without counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. Talk to your pastor, your parents, and mature believers who know you well. They can see blind spots you might miss. Fourth, pay attention to peace. Colossians chapter 3 verse 15 instructs us to let the peace of Christ rule in our hearts. If you're constantly anxious or making excuses for red flags, that's not peace. God's guidance brings clarity even when the path is challenging. Fifth, watch how they treat others. How do they speak to waiters, family members, and people who can't benefit them? Jesus said in Matthew chapter 7 that you'll recognize people by their fruit. Character shows up in how someone treats the vulnerable. Here's something vital to understand. God's will isn't just about finding the right person. It's about becoming the right person. While you're praying for your future spouse, God is preparing you too. Are you growing in faith? Are you developing the character qualities you seek in a partner? The most important relationship in your life isn't with your future spouse. It's with God. Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 promises that when you seek first God's kingdom, everything else will be added to you. Make knowing God your priority, and He'll guide your steps. Remember, God's choice for you isn't about perfection. It's about partnership in His purpose. It's about two imperfect people committed to serving God together. When you find someone who loves Jesus more than they love you, you found someone worth considering. Because only someone who loves God first can truly love you as God intends.